The stale air of the Hotel Edelweiss clung to Marco like the scent of cheap tobacco. He exhaled a plume of grey smoke, watching it dissipate against the lace curtain. Switzerland. Neutral. Anonymous. Just what he needed. 50 years etched themselves onto his face, lines that spoke of sun-drenched vineyards and whispered betrayals. Now, they were just wrinkles in a foreign land. He lived in room 304, a nondescript space overlooking the hotel's manicured garden. His days were a monotonous cycle of lukewarm coffee, chain smoking, and observing the other guests. A gaggle of boisterous German tourists, a perpetually weeping woman in a fur coat, a stoic businessman who never seemed to sleep. He watched them all, searching for a flicker of recognition, a sign that his past had finally caught up. The suitcases were his only companions. 2 battered leather trunks, relics from a life he desperately tried to bury. They sat in the corner, shrouded in dust sheets, their contents a secret he guarded with a paranoia that gnawed at his insides. He hadn't opened them in years, but he knew what they held. Faded photographs, a tarnished silver locket, and the weight of a choice that had irrevocably altered his destiny. He'd been a young man then, full of fire and ambition. The vineyards of Tuscany were his kingdom, and Isabella, with her eyes like the summer sky, his queen. But ambition, like a viper in the sun, had coiled around his heart. He'd gotten involved with the wrong people, lured by promises of wealth and power. The suitcases held the evidence, the tangible proof of his betrayal. One evening, a new guest arrived. A tall, gaunt man with eyes that held the cold glint of steel. He checked in with a curt nod and disappeared into room 306. Marco felt a chill crawl down his spine. The man's face was unfamiliar, yet there was something in his posture, in the way he carried himself, that triggered a long dormant fear. That night, Marco couldn't sleep. He paced the room, the floorboards creaking beneath his feet. He glanced at the suitcases, their dark shapes looming in the shadows. Was this it? Had they finally found him? He knew he couldn't run forever. He had to face the consequences of his past. He reached for the first suitcase, his hand trembling. It was time to confront the ghosts he had tried so hard to bury. The air in the room grew thick with anticipation, heavy with the weight of secrets about to be unearthed. The game, he realized, had finally begun.